Hello and welcome to the Free Idea Podcast with your host, Damian. Here I am. Oh my God. And in my true form in reality, driving through Austin's traffic right behind some dummy boy going 55 in a 70 highway. I don't know why he does that, and it's quite annoying, but it is what it is. I've done it. Oh, I've done it too, but yeah, I don't understand. Anyway, so my next idea here is a Roomba that is the size of a person, and it collects Walmart cars and it deposits them in the right area. So instead of needing a person to push Walmart carts out there and put them back, you have this little Roomba. Well, it's not little, and it picks up them for for you instead. That would get rid of the human because that's the goal, right? We need no more humans working so that nobody buys their products. So there you go. You're welcome. How about if you don't want to do a Roomba, how about a self-driving Walmart car and it parks on its own? Like we have self-driving everything. So why not just put that on a Walmart car? And so whenever anybody places the Walmart car in a spot that you're not supposed to, it will simply drive itself back to where it belongs. I think that's pretty good, pretty inclusive, don't you think? Imagine how many less cars would be taking a parking spot because I always put them on annoying areas. Maybe if a homeless person takes it, it will just drive itself back to Walmart, probably with all of the homeless people belongings. So imagine that. Imagine poor guy, his luck is already terrible. He's living under a bridge, but at least he has one glimmer of hope. He can put all his belongings in a car that he can roll out. But little does he know that once the night falls and he goes to bed, the Walmart car just goes back to the store with all its stuff. Make it so that it goes back after a certain timer so that it prevents theft. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm talking about it, it would prevent losses because shopping cars are usually stolen. There, there are a lot stolen by people, but mostly by those that live on the outside. What shall we call it? Urban dwellers, the urban campers. What is that? Trekking? There's a word for people that like to go in nature, but instead of nature, it's concrete and highways. So this would help stores, big stores like Walmart and HEB, Sam's Club, you name it. It will keep it from getting their cars stolen because it would always go back to its destination. Eventually, people will get clever and start messing with the motors and the wheels and the electronic cables. They'll break in, they'll cut them. That will happen. Make it so that it explodes if you mess with it or shocks people. Just that's, I never understood why we can't put booby traps on things, especially on your own property, like putting a bear trap if somebody keeps crossing your fence line. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. You thought we were free, but we're not. We got rules, so we don't become a zoo, a wild zoo of the Wild West. So yeah, that's my idea. Pretty cool idea, right? Self-driving Walmart car. It's an if not a Roomba that puts shopping carts away. That case, you don't have to modernize every single car. That's probably what's gonna happen first. First, a Roomba because it's more cost effective, and it kind of learns a little bit. It's in a integrated space. It doesn't change. So you don't need that much of Google Maps. You just need the map of the shopping store for the Roomba to drive around. And you just need to teach it like the laws of the driving people in their area and the pedestrians. And once you do that, it collects as many carts as it can. You have a couple of those Roombas. Call it the shopping Roomba. And so yeah, you do that first. It becomes good at it. You implement more of those Roombas, it becomes great at it. Eventually, once you have the technology pretty laid down, you can go ahead and implement it on all the cars. If you have the money, then you can go ahead and put motors on your cars and all that stuff and have them drive themselves back, which will be cool. But I also don't see it happening anytime in the US. Probably somewhere like Japan would be cool or some place where they do respect the law. But I don't think the US is a place for it. Because there'll be people that, I mean, you know how those cars that just don't get fixed? You get a bunch of, like right now, you get cars that the wheel doesn't work or it just breaks. Like a car that has brakes. I'm not saying that it just breaks down. I'm saying when you push the brakes on your car or your bicycle, you know how that feels? Some of these cars push brakes on their own as you shop around. You want to try to turn and it puts the brakes on. And then some of them are all like bit off by a baby or a toddler. I don't know what's going on. Got some zombies in there chewing off the handles. Some of them could be a little rusty. So I don't think adding any extra cables and motors would make anything better. If anything, they'll just break easier and they'll be like too expensive because nobody will be repairing them. The store don't care. Once they buy that, they don't care that like, they're doing you a favor. If you think about it, they're doing the people a favor. That's probably how these companies see it. We're doing you a favor by providing you cars to shop at our center, okay? That's probably how they see it. Back in the day, I bet they were like, yeah, let's make it easier for our consumers to consume our products. So we'll give them a shopping cart. But if today shopping stores was becoming a thing, they wouldn't provide you with cars. They'll just advise you to bring your own cart. They'll sell it to you. They'll have it for you to rent it or something. It'll be your responsibility to bring your own eco-friendly shopping cart because it's good for nature, whatever they will say. Yeah, because today corporations are very greedy. I just don't think they would do it for free anymore. Thank goodness that's a tradition of the good old days back in the day. So, I mean, if you want to bring your own self-driving shopping cart, that'd be cool. But that's it. Those are my only two ideas. This video could be shorter, or this recording. I'm trying something new where I'm speaking to the phone instead of my AirPods because the AirPods I've noticed that they start to ignore some sound because there's just too much noise in this car, and there's like wind, there's my lunchbox walking around, other car noises, the airflow in my car around it because this is a car that's not really, it's been crashed and repaired, so it doesn't have proper airflow. Makes a lot more noise than it should. So yeah, I'm speaking to my phone, thinking that it will be a higher sound quality. Also because phones are much bigger, and I'm just assuming that it has a better microphone than an AirPod that is not really made to have a microphone. Like it's cool for the AirPods to find my microphone. It's cool that they have microphones. But phones were made to have microphones. They're phones. People forget, but they're actually phones. Like the one thing they are supposed to do really well is call people and hear your voicemail. That's it. That's it. Texting was cool bonus. And then anything else after that is just cool shit that doesn't need to have, but it's really cool to have. So they're a phone first. If Trump says American first, I say phone first. It's a phone first and it's a smarty party later. So yeah, I hope that this sounds better. I'm going to try it out. And if it does sound better, I'm going to go with this instead because, well, I just want to provide you with the best audio quality out there. I'm still learning a lot about podcasting. I'm still doing a lot in regards of podcasting. It's fun. For interviews, I do want to do more, but at the same time, I'm not really good interviewer, I feel. I'm not really there yet. The only way to get there is by doing more. But it's the way it is, whatever. It's the way it is. I don't know about video. I really don't think I want to do video. I know it's cool to have it. I know it's almost like everybody is doing it because there is a market for it. And it's just so simple to have video that, like, why not have video? But Spotify, it's just a little more tricky to have video on Spotify. And I like to, I don't know. Right now, I just don't have the mental capacity. That's it. I don't want to deal with more stuff like that. I have too much going on in my life. And I want to simplify things. I try to simplify it and it bit me in my ass. So I think I might have to bite the bullet and get me a Zoom membership. Because I tried recording once on a phone call. Like iPhones can do that. They can record phone calls. But if that call was very long, because it was a very long and cool podcast. But because it was so long, I think it just got bugged out. The feature doesn't work no more. It works for smaller calls, but I don't know what the limit is and I'm not risking it. Therefore, I'm just gonna pay for some. It sucks, but this is one of those hobbies that just drains my wallet. All hobbies drains the wallet. I wish it paid, but I don't know how. And eventually I'll get there, Eventually I'll get paid for anything, like maybe a little commercial here and there. Who knows? Yeah. I don't even think podcasts charge guests. Probably some do. I bet they would. For me, I don't know. For me, I'm happy just doing it for free right now. It's a free idea podcast. I'll get paid later with some, I don't know, commercials or talks. I don't know, paid talks. If anybody want to pay me, cool. But you don't have to. If it's like in my, you know, I'm still figuring this out. But anyways, thank you for listening. Roombas that collect shopping carts, I'll remind you, or shopping carts that drive themselves back to their place of origin will reduce businesses' expenses on shopping carts. You got to start investing on that. If there's a company out there that wants to start making something similar and sell it to shopping carts, you'll be a billionaire or trillionaire by noon because there's like a trillion shopping malls in this country. It's all a big shopping mall over here. So you do that and you'll sell it to everybody in the US. You become the top one producer of that. You are the boss, the mafia boss. You'll control all the shopping carts. And then you have your shopping cart army. So yeah, anybody out there smart enough with a good amount of time to dedicate and a good amount of brain to do it and a lot of deep pockets or friends with deep pockets, here's your free idea to become a trillionaire. You want it, you go get it. It's right here for free because this is my free idea podcast. I don't have none of the resources, time, or even care, motivation to get anything of this done. But I do have the blessing of a dumbass brain that just thinks of crazy, weird things. So I bless you with my brain, and you bless me with making this world better by implementing them. I also have some terrible, horrendous ideas that I would never like to share because they're pretty doable. But, with a great brain comes a great responsibility. Just like Albert Einstein made some cool things, he also made the atomic bomb, or he helped to make it. So, yeah, let's just say that I have some potential to also make the atomic bomb, but I'm not going to do it. But there's a potential. And it's just a little, like, not actual atom bomb. I know nothing about nuclear anything. But you know what I'm trying to say. Just as much as I can do good, I can do evil. And I'm doing my best to steer away from that. Anyways, I guess I just wanted to sound prideful about how cool my brain is. It's a little bit of my narcissism right there. I mean, who does a podcast? You got to be narcissistic in some way to do a podcast all about yourself where only you speak and hear yourself speak because I love hearing myself speak in the car while I drive. This is my therapy. This is my journaling. That is very narcissistic, but it's also very humble, or there's a word for being a giver. I want to be a giver. A giver to those who listen to me. I give you a chance out of poverty. If you implement any of these ideas successfully, here's your lottery ticket. I'm giving lottery tickets every day for you to get out of poverty. But they're not easy. Not easy whatsoever, but it's a good seed to try out. And companies out there, reach out to me if you want me to help you out on ideas. Don't expect too much, but I'll throw you some ideas. I'll throw you something your way. Thank you very much. I love doing these things. Thank you for listening. I'll keep doing some more. Sayonara.